Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, and welcome back to the Saint Augustine Wellness Insights. My name is Amber Shaw. I'm the Shaw of Saint Augustine, and today I have a special guest, Dennis Cwalina. He is the Polish king of Saint Augustine, and we met about 6 months ago when he was doing a home inspection for one of my January. Maybe it was January. In the wind,
about that.
So cold. It was so cold. I was wearing pants and everything. So we were catching up recently, and I forgot to invite him for my episode of the Wellness Insights that was happening last fall or in the spring. So here he is now. We're going to go through our wellness because we have so much in common. Honestly, we're both space cadets, and we were both ROTC cadets. You like how I did that?
Imagine that. That's good.
Isn't that good? So Dennis is going to tell us all about the magical world of home inspections and the 8 dimensions of wellness, how that all fits in together. We're going to start with spiritual, and we kind of blend those in together. Dennis finds the spiritual in the physical. Let's talk about that, spiritual and physical wellness.
Spiritual and physical wellness?
Yes.
What do I do for both?
Yes.
Spiritual wellness, it's something that really gets me is just a bike ride, a bicycle ride. Any kind of exercise just gets me uplifted spiritually. I mean, and something about the old, I'm 52 years old now.
You are?
So at this age, it's like it takes you longer to recover from any kind of exercise, and it's also harder to start. So my words to anybody, my advice to anybody out there that is, older and they want to start exercising, be patient with yourself.
Just do it. Get out there.
Yeah, just start. You have to start. But once you go, it's like the first half of the bicycle ride that I go on in the morning, and sometimes I have to force myself. Sometimes I have to say, get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
But the hardest thing at my age is to just start. But once you start, like I started to say, 15 minutes into it, I feel good. And then when I get back home, I'm just alive and awake. And then spiritually, just breathe the air. Look up at the sun.
It's good. It's good because he does so much of that when he's on rooftops.
Oh yeah. In the summertime in July in Florida, it's not fun.
Florida, you got to find a way.
I don't know how the guys do it on the roof. I don't know the roofers that do that in the middle of July. Maybe when I was 22, I could probably do it, but now,
I definitely
10 or 15 minutes on the roof and I'm done.
I just climbed a mountain over the summer. I went and climbed Pikes Peak in Colorado, and I got to the top, and I was turned to my friend after we got to the top, and I was like, "What if I just throw myself down?" I was like, "I'll tuck and roll. It'll be fine. I'm so tired." So it's like that. Even in my yoga classes, I say the same thing. The hardest thing is getting here. Because even for me, I'll go to somebody else's class. I'm like, oh God, I got to catch this class 11 o'clock. And then you're stuck in traffic and you're going to be 1 minute late or 1 minute early and you're all stressed out. And then
for me, you
get there and you're like, oh, finally.
The older you get, the harder it is to get started on your day for some reason. I don't know why, but.
And that seems like it could tie in with emotional wellness. How does that tie in for emotional wellness for you?
Emotional wellness, I personally, now everybody's different. Some people draw their energy off of being around other people. I'm not one of those. I love being around people, but but I have to take a break. I have to get away and I have to go sit in silence, literally silence. So that's what I do for that.
Yeah. My husband's kind of like that. Even right now he's on a business trip somewhere. So he's just schmoozing with people all forever. And then people are like, he's the friendliest, most outgoing guy, but he's home and he just hides in his little den and he's okay, got to turn it off.
I get very territorial around my house. I just go away. I don't want no solicitors, nobody, nothing.
Get off my property.
Yep, this is my home out here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've done that. But for me, I've got to have that space, but that's recharge because then I sit there and I think about the day. I think about mistakes I may have made throughout the day, social mistakes. And for me, it's a constant ongoing process to become a better person.
Yeah. And it's good to think about your mistakes and think about how you could do things better.
So that's why I need that time alone so that I can kind of put together what happened during the day. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe this was too much. And then I kind of balance everything out.
That's good.
And so then it puts me back in perspective and I'm ready to go the next day.
So what do you do for social wellness, socializing, especially in St. Augustine? There's tons of stuff to do here all the time. Did you happen to catch the Sing Out Loud festival?
I'm not a crowd guy. I don't like to go out to festivals. I don't like to go to these big parties. Now the Biketoberfest and the Bike Week, I do like that. But, again, this is when you're out with a lot of crowd, a lot of people. Being around a lot of people, for me, it drains my energy. So, I love it. I love to be for a little while, but I know when it's time to go home. It's like, I'm tired now, it's time to sleep sort of thing.
Yeah, you're an hour, 45 minutes. That's the funny thing for me. I draw my energy from other people. So I could be out there all day long and then people want to leave. I'm like, why? Why do you want to leave? I'm a little kid. Why are you making me leave? It's not even over yet.
Yeah,
They're
one-on-one.
They're going to invite me to go on tour with them.
Yeah, this one-on-one that we're having right now is better for me than if we were in a crowd of people. Now I can give a presentation. I can speak in front of a bunch of people. But again, I need to step back after it's all over and go, I gotta take a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. So Biketoberfest. So do you have your own motorcycle? Is that what you're saying too? Oh, okay. Oh, so I thought you were a cyclist. He's like, I wanted to go on a bike ride. I was like, oh, just like pedal around. I was like, just like.
I do that too.
Beach.
Yeah.
You do?
Well, yeah, that's what I do for my exercise. Huh?
Do you have an e-bike?
No.
You have a regular bicycle?
No, I got a pedal. I see all these kids on the trail all the time going by. And it's like, and I see these old codgers. They just, I'm pedaling like crazy, and then this old codger comes by on one of those pedal assist bikes and just screwing by me. It's like he's not even pedaling the damn thing. And then I finally found, I didn't even know what these e-bikes were. This pedal assist was.
Well,
until recently.
I want one. I would love, it's nice to pedal and chill. So one time I did this pedal bar in Jacksonville, and we had to do this. You had to pedal while you're sitting and drinking at the bar. And it was crazy because you like BYOB, first of all. You didn't even. BYOB, first of all. And then you all get on this like little pedal thing, and it's like supposed to be like 10 of you, and you start like riding your cycle, and then you're drinking. And at the end, you don't remember much. But it's lots of fun. But anyways, I mean, it's not though, because like towards the end, people are like, who's actually pedaling? I'm like, I am. I'm tired, you guys. And then so speaking of being old and stuff and recovery, I just had softball last night and I pulled my IT band over here, so I'm having a hard time walking today. Woo, my life. Ooh, sorry, I thought I almost turned that off. All right, so social, and then how about intellectual? Let's skip over to intellectual wellness. What do you do, especially as a home inspector? Don't you have to like do continuous? Yeah,
there is a 14-hour continuous course, but training, taking the coursework, you got to do a combination of the coursework to keep yourself up, and that's again something that's constantly. I've been doing this now on my own 6 years, and before that I worked for an insurance company doing it, and I lost my train of thought when I was talking about
intellectual wellness and
the coursework, right? The coursework that you keep that I keep doing, but I really don't do too much of that. Most of what I get is from experience. Either I'll search on YouTube for another inspector's experience, so I get information from there. The internet today and YouTube has got so many resources. If you don't know how to do something, just Google it. If I took one of these phones back to 1985, I'd be God.
And I mean, that's what Back to the Future 2 was all about, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we don't have any flying cars yet. Well, I guess we do, but there's nothing.
We do. They do exist. The problem is that they didn't tell you about is that you do need a pilot's license and a driver's license. That's the thing. And
more money for the government.
I know. I used to go to flight school too, and then I got out of that. So I almost had it. I had a student pilot's license. I want to get, if I had, what would you do if money was unlimited for you and like money was never a problem? Would you continue doing home inspections?
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
I probably would. I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. When I go to somebody's house, if you want to learn something about somebody, go to somebody's home. You visit people in their homes. So I meet people from all over the world. I meet people from all over the country, all different walks of life, different cultures. So when I go, that's how I've become diverse so much. It's just being in different people's homes all the time. It's interesting. And, I always make it, when I look at pictures and stuff, I let people know I'm not being nosy. I just notice certain things.
Well, you see something and you say something sometimes,
Right. Like I'll notice somebody have some military things on a gear or something on the counter or something, and I'll start asking questions. Where are you in the military? And then the conversation goes from there. I'm just a conversive person. Yeah.
People love that. Oh my God. I just took my daughter to this concert, and there was a guy that was working the elevator, and he was wearing a Marine Corps lanyard. So I just walked up and I was like, "Oorah." And he was like, and we had a whole conversation. He held the door open because it was my. Fi. Well, we go oorah, and then right. Semper Fi too. But because like the Army, what do they say? They don't say oorah. They say right? So yeah, even they all have different things. My dad was in the Air Force. They just go, "What's up?"
It's a coffee break.
Oh my God, so funny. There's a guy on Instagram that I follow that makes fun of all the different branches of the military. Oh my God, the things he does about Space Force are just hilarious. So speaking of work, occupational wellness, tell us a little bit about your background in your occupational background.
Occupational background? God, I've done just about everything in life. I was a bartender for 5 years in the 90s in a restaurant.
Around here? Around St. Augustine?
Well, the seafood
Are you
restaurant.
from St. Augustine?
No.
Where are you from?
No, I'm from Maryland originally, but I've been in Florida since 1987.
87.
Mhm.
All right.
So I moved here as about 13 years old.
Okay. Did you go to St. Augustine High?
No, Spruce Creek in Port Orange.
Spruce Creek in Port Orange. Okay. Fantastic. So Port Orange, Florida? Where's that? Is that near here?
Yeah, south of Daytona.
South of Daytona. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I go to Daytona and then I come back, or my dad lives in Lakeland, so I just go down to Lakeland or Orlando. So you're from Port.
Lakeland's pretty.
Isn't it? It's cute. It's okay. It's big.
There's some good housing out there right now.
They are going nuts. I almost moved
I know
to...
Cal is big too.
Yes, because they must be doing some sciencey stuff out there. My sister is in Boston. She's a scientist. She just got a job that's out of Apopka or somewhere around there. So now she has to go to Gainesville every once in a while. So it's very interesting stuff going on in Florida. Lots of good stuff. Speaking of Florida, let's touch on environmental wellness. Oh wait, no, we didn't even finish your occupational thing.
The occupational.
Yes. So
I was a bartender for 5 years. I was 5 years in the Florida National Guard. That was right when I was like 18 years old.
The Army National Guard. Mm-hmm. Is there any other National Guard?
Air National Guard.
There is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the state militia.
Okay.
So that's the state. They have a state and a federal mission. If you didn't know that.
I did not.
So the National Guard can be called out by the governor or the president of the United States.
Oh, okay.
So it's the state's militia. And the whole idea behind that was, I guess it goes back to our colonial times when we had militias, when it just people from the civilian end would come together and with arms and take up arms against the British.
Oh, fun.
You don't remember the American history.
I do.
So the militias the idea was these people are sitting home, but they can grab a gun and go fight at any given time.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I was activated for Hurricane Andrew in 1992, I just got back from Fort Benning training. And there I go. I lost my train of thought again. Must be nervous being in front of the camera.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. So 1992, Hurricane Andrew. What was I talking about, Hurricane Andrew?
When you started in the military?
Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about.
The militia?
Oh, the militias. Yeah. Okay. So the idea is that, they can call these people up and they're ready to go fight at a moment's notice, but they're living their lives normal. They're with their family. They're in their regular job. But, if something goes down, you can call them up and then they go. That's kind of like how that 2
weekends a month.
So, and also because, they're not supposed to use a military force as a police force in the United States against American citizens. So the loophole is we have a National Guard, which is the state's militia. So it's a state's run. So they can use that as a police force.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference.
Oh, all right.
That makes sense now?
Yeah. So you did 5 years in the Army National Guard?
8 years.
8 years in the Army National Guard. 5 years a bartender.
5 years I was a bartender.
So did you do bartending while you were in the National Guard?
I was. About 2 years of it. About 2 years of it I was still in, and then I had finished up and ETS'd out. I had enough at that point. And plus my son was only about 2 years old. Right.
So you've got 2 kids, and they are all grown up now.
Yes. A daughter's 23, and a son is 27.
Nice. Do you have any grandkids?
No.
Dogs,
did that count?
Granddogs?
Each one of my kids have a dog.
If you babysit them, then it sort of counts.
No, they don't even let me babysit them. That's the only grandkids I get. They don't bring them around for me to see them.
Yeah, it's okay.
My daughter's got the dog, and my son's got the dog.
It's okay. My friend had 2 kids when she was like 18 and 20, and she was super young. So you seem like you were like a younger dad, right? And
I was 25.
25?
Yeah,
okay.
When my son was born, I was 25.
Oh, okay. Fun.
So yeah, it's still young. Looking now back out, it is young.
It's so crazy to think that when I was in high school, right? I'm like, I want to get out of here, go to college, get married, and have kids. When I'm 23 or something stupid. What? Who does this?
College wasn't on my mind until, and I mean, I had no idea what college was. In my household growing up, it was the traditional thing. You graduate high school, you get a job.
Oh yeah.
That was mine. I didn't have that household where you're expected to go to college or expected to start a business. No, it was the only expectation was just graduate high school, and get a damn job. That's it.
Wow. That sounds awesome.
So about 3 years, I had the money from being in the military to go to college. So by the time I turned 23, I started, I was working in a grocery store, and I was in the Florida National Guard. So I worked for Winn-Dixie. As you know, they're being taken over by Aldi's right now.
Oh, wow. Really? I mean, they are practically the same thing.
Yeah, it's a grocery store. So I did that.
I would not want Winn-Dixie to turn into an extra Aldi. I don't like Aldi. I don't like going in there and picking through boxes and stuff.
No,
I
you
don't.
like the hand stock stuff?
I don't enjoy Aldi.
You know where I shop? I shop at Sam's Club.
See, I mean,
Sam's Club
I go
or
to
Costco or BJ's.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Right now, with the price of groceries, if you're not shopping in a Sam's Club, I mean, you shoot yourself in the foot.
It is insane.
I just went, spent $500. I got meat. I got a bunch of stuff. My wife and I last us a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, about a month.
A month,
I think.
Ish. I mean, yeah.
And that leads into when I mean by a month, I mean without having to go back to the store.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Some of the stuff you buy there, I mean, I bought a box of trash bags, and the trash bags last me 2 years. One box of trash bags.
I think I bought some crazy amount of trash bags off of Amazon when I moved into this house once. Mm-hmm. Like 4 years ago, I moved into this house. I just had to replace the box, like recently.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Deodorant too, things like that. You might go to a Sam's Club and spend you may have a big bill, but some of the stuff you buy there, you're gonna be buying it for a while.
You know, it is good. We like baby wipes and stuff. Actually, well, now that I have no more babies, it's funny. I ran out of baby wipes. The kids were like just about no longer babies. I bought like one more box of baby wipes and I've had it like ever since. And I was like, oh, you really don't need baby wipes if you don't have babies. Turns out. I was like, well, you know, when you're in the new mom session or whatever, new mom era, the baby wipes are for literally everything. So I was like, I don't know why I didn't have baby wipes in my life. And then
I remember feeding my kids a Cheerios. Did you give your kids a Cheerios?
Oh God, yeah. I'm just gonna dump them right here in front of you, like not even the dog gets a tray. The dog gets a bowl. Yeah. Oh man. So Army National Guard, bartender.
Yeah, I was a stalker at Winn-Dixie. I did just about everything.
Stalking at Winn-Dixie.
Cashier. I mean, just about everything.
How long were you at Winn-Dixie?
5 years I spent with them, and that's when I resigned, decided to go to college. At that point in my life, I decided to go to college.
Oh, fun.
And what was I going to study? Oh, psychology. I finally had found, I read a book, was called The Road Less Traveled.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
No.
It was written in 1975. I think it was published in 1975, but it was written by a famous psychiatrist, and he kind of talks about life. It's kind of like the stuff you go here. This sort of stuff here.
It's important stuff.
It's the name of the road. The name of the book is The Road Less Traveled, and it's a new psychology of traditional values and spiritual growth. That's the whole title of the book.
Oh, cool.
And when I started reading it, he really teaches it from a spiritual. He teaches about life. It's kind of like as you travel through life from the beginning, and then the mistakes that we make as human beings. Like he talks about these 4 tools of discipline: delayed gratification, acceptance of responsibility, dedication to the truth and reality. And when we fail to use those tools of discipline, one of those tools, then we become mentally ill. And he thinks that the primary basis of not using those tools is how we become mentally ill. It's a very interesting book.
That's pretty cool.
It's probably a little outdated because now psychology is taking a turn towards behavioral therapy as opposed to psychodynamic therapy, which has to do with your past and everything. Me personally, I think it's a little bit of everything. A part of you has to be human. A humanistic approach is, I can do this, and no matter what happened to me before, I can get past it. That's a humanistic approach. You got to have some goals to set for yourself that, you separate yourself from your past.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely. There was a really cool meditation that I just did when I was at the yoga ashram in North Carolina last month. Mm-hmm. And the woman that was in charge there, and I can't remember her name, but I bet if I said it, I'm gonna have to look it up and insert her name later. But she might be like one of the swamis that was there or something. She was like one of the educators and one of the teachers. Now I'm forgetting the word for that at the ashram. But anyways, what she was saying was, we as people, just like time and space, we all evolve, right? So if we change on a daily basis and we're able to sit at the end of the day and remember during the day we did all these things that were a little bit fucked up or something, but we don't want to do those again, right?
Yep.
So we get to think about how we can be better people and not hold ourselves, not responsible, but not hold ourselves and punish ourselves for things that we've done in the past that were mistakes that we can correct, or not even correct, but not repeat, right? So we don't have to be the same person that we were before, right? So we're different people, and we don't have to ruminate and be all mad at ourselves because we did that thing or whatever. I'm I've done a lot of bad stuff. Go ahead and get my book. Anyways, but we are on a mission to improve. What was it? What was the name of the book? The
Road Less Traveled.
The Road Less Traveled.
It's got, and there was, the forward that says new psychology of religion. Wait a minute. Now you got me. I forgot the title now. The Road Less Traveled, a new psychology of love, traditional values, and spiritual growth.
Fun and spiritual growth. Yes. Very,
it's an
very
old book, but it was on the New York Times bestseller for 10 years.
cool. All right. I bet it's still a popular book.
It is very famous still, but it's
well, what happens with anything, any good theory is that people want to
prove
about
it 75.
Wrong,
So we're 50 years now later.
After 50 years, this book has probably been torn apart by other psychologists that point out certain things. They go, okay, well, that was right. And then let's, delve on that a little bit more.
Actually, like when I read the book, I don't find anything as I was reading through it, anything that I disagreed with.
Yeah.
There was nothing that just didn't kind of align with general humanity.
Yeah.
How we are. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
It's a deep book. And then towards the end, you kind of really you get intellectual toward the end of the book. That's when you start talking about the spiritual stuff and how things are not just by chance.
It's true. The law of attraction. Absolutely. And was that book when you started your
right after I read that book? I read that
or?
while I was on an annual training in the National Guard, and it was one of those were the opposing force, the OPFOR. We were the enemy, so we kind of had a lot of downtime for that annual training. So what did I do? I had that book with me that somebody had recommended that it worked with, and I went and bought it, and it sat on my nightstand at home for like the longest time, and I never even picked it up. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to read this thing while I'm away. And I started reading it, and I tell you, you don't read it; it talks to you. It's that miraculous, a book.
That's cool.
When you read it, you're gonna find something in common with your own life along the way as you read page by page, and you're gonna be like, wow.
All right.
Depending on who you are, but that's me.
So the road less traveled helped you kind of change the trajectory a little bit of your life.
It helped me decide what I wanted to study if I went to college. I never finished, but at least I know what I wanted to do because I had no idea. But I got fed up with work, and I said, you know what? There's got to be more to life than this. I said, let me try this college thing. I got it, and now I know what I'd like to study. And the first, it was Daytona State. Well, it was Daytona DBCC at the time, Daytona Beach Community College, but now it's Daytona State College.
Okay.
So,
all right.
And the tuition was fairly inexpensive back then too. It was like $140 a credit hour. It was cheap.
Nice. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I graduated in 2022, I think. 2022 was fairly recently. Feels like yesterday because I didn't sleep for 2 years because I was raising these 2 kids 3 years ago.
I remember.
Yeah.
They'll take energy from you.
Oh my God. And then I was like up at night doing all my classes, and I was taking 2 full-time classes at a time, 6-week classes, I think. And then banged through 2 years of work in that 2 years, just didn't sleep. So now it's hard for me to sleep because I don't know how. But what else did you do? And then you went to psychology school?
Well, I went to Daytona State College for about 2 years, and then it just got to be too much at some point with having kids, as you know, and then trying to work and maintain, trying to go to college and work and it was just, and take care of kids at the same time was just too much on me.
Yeah. Heading the household must be hard.
Some people can do more, everybody's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I say, not everybody's meant to be a Navy SEAL, not everybody's got that drive, and how bad do you want? Is it really worth it, to kill yourself? I know a guy who was a Navy SEAL, I think. As you get older, you get wiser too. Because when you first start, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to max the, you did the PT test in the Army. I'm going to max it out. I'm going to do 100 push-ups a day to max the whole thing. No, you only have to do 40. So when I got about 23, that's what I did. I got the 40. Okay, I'm done. What am I going to do? Oh, you stop for? I said, well, I want to kill myself. I only had to do 40.
Oh my gosh. Nobody's getting an award anyways, honestly.
Yeah, so you get a little wiser as you get older. I've noticed that.
Yep. So then what did you do after you left school? You were continuing working as in the insurance industry?
That's when I got started in doing inspections for homes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So somewhere in between around 2003 is when I kind of got my feet with it. I started working third-party inspection companies that were contracted by the risk management departments of insurance companies.
Oh.
So I go around and take a look at the houses for them, take some photographs and send it in.
That's fine. Okay, so now it's making sense. Now it's all coming together.
Then from there, I pretty much did that from 2003 until about 2013 when I landed a job working on the inside of an insurance company.
Oh, all right. So then what were you doing on the inside?
Inspections, the same thing, again? But it was a little bit more in depth. And that's when I met a guy that was a building code inspector in Florida, but he was my boss when I worked for the insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
So he mentored me and I got my license to do inspection because licensing for home inspections didn't take effect, I think, in Florida until 2010, 2011, something like that.
Okay.
And before that, you didn't have to get a license, but they hired me without a license because they're using these inspections internally. And I did have enough experience doing what I'm doing to where they said, okay, we can use the guy.
Yeah.
So I got on with that. And then when I was there, I took online coursework for you have to take 120 hours coursework to get the license. You have to do that, and then you have to take a state test, just like you had to do for real estate.
Yeah.
Same thing. You take the course and go take the test. But I had a mentor. You know, I was fortunate because my boss was a building code inspector. So anything that he didn't know, he knew. So when I resigned from the insurance company and started on my own in inspections, he kind of like, I'd take a picture if I didn't know what I was looking at and say, Donald, what the hell is this here? What's going on with this? And kind of went on from there.
Oh, cool.
So I was very fortunate to have him in my life at the time.
It's good to have a mentor, honestly. The right person.
Oh, he was great because he was an anal. He's one of those anal people. Like, he was the type of boss that'll call me up. You didn't dot your I, you didn't cross your T on that one sentence.
Yeah.
He was that kind.
You know, well, you're not going to learn correctly if you're not doing it the right way.
But at the same time, you know, you always got somebody you can tell when they're being a jerk to you just to be a jerk because they want to be, and then they're being a jerk to you, but they're doing it in a way that you feel they're loving you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you feel like this is harsh on you, but you feel like, okay, well, he's doing it because.
Well, it's like you're on the same level anyways, you know, because like if, you know, either you
can feel when somebody's intentions are evil from their heart when they're trying to be discipline you, and then when they're good. You know?
That is true. That is true. Right, Sunny. Oh, Sunny says hi.
Oh, he likes to sit here with me.
So cute.
I guess
so how's your financial journey? We were talking earlier about Dennis's the Polish King of Saint Augustine and also silver. So he's going to tell us about that. Silver and gold.
Gold and silver. You know, there's a trend today. It's been going on with everybody sticking money in the banks. And the banks.
First, real quick, how'd you get into it?
Gold and silver?
Yes.
I became a libertarian.
Libertarian. That's a
political ideology. Libertarianism is the third largest political party in the United States.
Oh, yeah?
The Republicans and the Democrats.
Okay.
But you'll never see one get elected because they're not in anybody's pocket.
Oh.
And what libertarians
because they have their own pockets.
They're constitutionalists. they want to go back to the Constitution the way it was originally written. Like the Federal Reserve Bank's illegal as the Constitution. Never gave Congress authority to start a Federal Reserve, a central bank. And they were worried that it was going to cause inflation, depression, right? You know, all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
They did it back then.
Sweet.
That's
so
why
then
the gold
when did you
and silver,
become a libertarian?
Sorry, did I want to say about 3 years ago. I think I watched Ron Paul. You know Ron Paul, Senator Ron Paul? His son Rand Paul is the senator of Kentucky, one of the senators of Kentucky. And I watched him when Obama was running. So you had the Republicans on there and you had the Democrats on the other side. I can't remember, was it 2012 when they were running, when Obama was running for president? But I watched Ron Paul on the Republican side, and everything that man had, he's a pure libertarian, 100% constitutionalist. Everything he had to say that came out of his mouth made sense to me.
Okay.
And I said, I like that guy. But you know what? And the media pushed him away in the polls when everybody kind of liked him. The media was deciding, and I saw it. The media was deciding that they didn't want him.
That's a bummer. Man, I've always said,
but
I'm
silver
not rich
and
enough
gold,
to be a
silver has value.
But
gold has value.
Absolutely.
You know, this paper we have, this stuff, it doesn't have any value.
No, it's true. There's hair in it.
It's toilet paper.
There's in hairy. I don't even know whose hair that is.
So I started buying gold and silver because I was kind of skeptical about it because I never did. Anytime you go to do something new that you've never done before and you're not sure about it, you're going to be a little nervous. When I bought it, I was like, you hold the silver in your hand, you hold the gold in your hand, you're like, wow. And then you realize nobody knows I have it.
You know,
if you put your money in the bank,
you can feel it. Your money's gone. You ever seen South Park? There was an episode of South Park, and they're like, "Oh no, your money's gone." They like invested in something or whatever, and then the stock went to zero or whatever.
Right.
And the guy's like sitting at the desk with the other kid, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this line is for paying customers only. Please leave."
I don't put any money in the bank. I put enough in there to pay my bills.
You know?
And that's it. And if I have any left over, I take it down, I convert it into silver, gold, and I hide it.
So what is the value of silver today, you said?
Silver is $44 and some change. An ounce already.
An ounce?
When I first started, it was only $28.
What about gold?
Gold is $3,800. It's up $400 from a couple months ago. Yep.
An OZ? That's it?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it here.
QP?
Where is it? Silver.
All right. So that's great. That's really interesting. So you've been investing in silver and gold,
and
for
I keep it physical. I don't do that fractional stuff. You know, go off and buy it. Like, no, I have it on you because you know what happens if the power goes out.
It's true.
I don't like that. Me personally, I don't like to have a piece of paper that says I own something. I want to have it. I got my house. I've got my car. Everything is with me. My gold, my silver. Now, if I need any of that silver, if I need cash to spend it, what did you know that this gold and silver is going to be legal tender in Florida next year?
What? So people are gonna have to like start carrying scales or something like in their shops.
No, they
like
got the
collect your gold.
There's the price now.
44.56 in silver.
Just last year, I was buying it at $28.
Nice. All right, that's
so
a good.
When you deal with a bullion dealer, you're paying a little bit of a premium for it.
Yeah.
But I looked at this one receipt I had yesterday. $682 I paid for a tube of rounds, 20 rounds, 1 ounce silver rounds in a tube. $682 I paid for that. Now the same tube is going for $928. What bank is going to pay you $200 in interest on $682 in a year?
I do not know.
So if I would have known about this from adulthood, I would have been banking this way. You go down to the bullion dealer, you give him the cash, and that's basically what it is. He's holding your cash, but he's giving you something hard, something solid to hold on to.
All right. So would that be somewhere like around here that you could go?
Like coin shops.
Oh,
just search bullion dealers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What about like
the one in Palm Coast?
The Vault place? The Vault? You ever gone to the Vault down here?
No, I haven't been there. No,
that's
I always buy from this old man in his Palm Coast area.
That's probably smarter.
Huh?
Brian's a nice guy, but he's a flashy guy too.
You know Brian? Brian King?
Brian Guy. He's the one that owns the Vault.
Oh, the Vault. Oh, no.
Brian Guy. But Brian King is your coin guy?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, the other Brian. 2 Brians. Who's better? We're going to have to find out in the next episode. You just gave me. I'm going to write that down. Oh, I don't have a pen. It's okay. But we're running out of time. So that was fantastic. I love interesting things like silver and gold. I actually have this piece of gold on my gold necklace. My mommy got me this necklace, and then I got this in India. This little piece
24 karat, 14?
24.
24 karat.
Mm-hmm. I have a 23 karat gold ring from Thailand, and it was so funny. One time, the guy at the diamond shop in New York City was like, there's no such thing as 23 karat gold. And I was like, that's what it says right here. It was like 97.5 or something, like printed right on it. So then he did a test, and he's like, well, I have a 22 karat gold test and I have a 24 karat gold test. It passed the 22 karat gold test. So I was like, it could be 23 karat gold.
14 karat, I believe, it's got copper in it. I think that's the only difference in a 22 and a 24.
Oh,
I think that it's got a little bit. I think 14's got a little bit of karat copper mixed up in it.
And then there's 10. Mostly is 10. What's that?
That's all the.
That's all. That's your silver stash.
Those are gold bills. Have you seen those?
Oh my God! Can you text me that photo? I want to put that up. That looks beautiful. That's so cool. I want to get a smelter. I'm going to get a smelter, and then Dennis is going to come hang out with me.
That's a 10-ounce bar.
Fantastic. I love those videos. There are videos of people that they put. You got to text me these photos so I can post them up. Okay. Last one is going to be environmental wellness. What are we talking about for environmental wellness? We dig holes in the yard and put. Nobody go digging in Dennis's yard. I'll get very mad if you do that.
Those are gold notes.
Gold notes.
Like cash.
Okay. Made out of gold?
Fractional gold. 24 karat gold.
So that's what we're going to be spending next year in Florida?
If you want to go that route, it's volunteer currency. So you have to decide you want it. But the whole idea is, see, I've got a bunch of these. I've got a bunch of silver. I haven't been able to save any money. But guess what? This value has been going up. So it's keeping pace with the inflation. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off topic.
That's very interesting stuff. I love interesting stuff, honestly. So who cares about
Florida just became a state now that accepts gold and silver as legal currency.
So cool.
Next year on the I think it's the 1st of July, it's going to be, but they're trying to work out the kinks with it right now.
Yeah.
Like these are called goldbacks. Goldbacks.
Goldbacks?
Because they're gold in between 2 polymers. So if you melt the polymer, you'll get the gold out of it.
Oh.
So there's a melt value actually to that. But it's it's fractional gold.
Right.
What does that say? 1/2000th of a troy ounce of gold.
Wow. So, we're going back in time, you guys. We're going to get troy ounces over here.
Yeah. Now check this out.
Brad
There's the
Pitt's
Goldback
come
app.
To your cash register.
And there's the app. So if I want to convert it, so next year, if somebody wants to come pay me for an inspection, it's $150.
Mm-hmm.
So now, and they want to pay me with a goldback, so I want 150. So it's 19 and a half goldbacks today.
Wow. How do you break the change?
The goldbacks. So everybody, some merchants will start taking them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to step away from the toilet paper currency.
Cool, fun.
It's getting back to sound money. Real, the quarters and the dimes and all the coins were made with pure silver. 90% silver before 1964 or 1965 before 1965.
Yeah, now they're just garbage, honestly.
Yeah, that's all
People
it is.
People are making floors out of pennies. Have you seen this? They're like, it's cheaper to make my floor out of legit pennies and super glue than it is to buy the tiles.
Yeah. Well, pennies before 1982, 1980. Well, some of them in 1982, but all of them before 1982 are copper.
Check your pennies. Don't do
go
that.
to the bank. I go to the bank and I sort them all out.
Can I only have your pennies that are?
No, I buy a box and I'll go through and I'll sort them out.
That's a great idea. And then go switch them out
just for another. Just hang on to them, just like a savings. You know, one day the copper's gonna be worth a lot.
You should get some of these things in your house. Have you seen these?
What's that?
Money. It's a money wall. See that?
Kind of like a dream catcher.
So this is a money wall I have, and I have 3 of these in my house. You put one in your office. So my husband's office is right here. And then in my bedroom is kind of like my office. I have a desk in there for myself. And then you're supposed to put one from the front door of your home on the back left wall in the back of the house. So when you look at the front of my house, I have one that's way in the back near my back porch, the money wall. So you should get a money wall. It brings money into your home. It's like feng shui. It's feng shui. So then see the door, back left of the room. So wherever the doorway is.
Does my Marilyn Monroe poster count with all the money?
It does. It does. Maybe it's already there. See, you already know. You're on the way.
Maybe that's why. And she's always got cash. So I like to catch cash.
Yeah, you can put a money wall there too. Or move the Maryland money wall to the back left corner of the room. That would be great. And then you can work on your environmental wellness and bring money into your house.
My environmental wellness. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our last section is environmental wellness. What do you do for environmental wellness? Or what do you enjoy the most about Florida's environment?
The water.
The water?
Yeah, I'm a Pisces.
Yeah.
Pisces, so the fish. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I thought I'd throw it out there in the conversation.
It might. It might. Well, because we connect things all the time, right? It's funny. My birthday is on the cusp. So I'm like a Cancer, Gemini, Cancer. So, but like I don't like to identify with either of them, but I like to identify with both of them. So I'm a multi, but it's 3-way because the Gemini's 2. So I've got multiple personalities. So that's what that's how I believe it. That's how I find my way through that. So you enjoy things with the water. I enjoy water too. But
yeah. I like to be out on the water, I like to fish. I like to be anywhere around the water. When it rains, oh my God, when it rains, I love it when it rains.
You love rain?
Oh.
You love being out in the rain?
Not when I'm working though.
We had a hurricane last year and I forget which one it was, but whatever
Milton.
It was,
Milton was the last one, yeah.
Last fall. And like the weather wasn't super bad, but they canceled school and stuff. So the kids were here. And then I took like a trip to Walmart because, they're 24 hours. They're never going to close or whatever. So it wasn't bad enough for Walmart to close. So I went to Walmart and bought a bunch of giant tarps and then just had the kids homemade slip and slide in the back.
Nice. You don't have a pool out back?
No, we have a community pool. But
I saw that driving in here.
Yes. The community pool is perfect for me unless somebody's baby be pooping in the pool. That's no fun.
Yeah, that's better for you. Then you don't have to take care of the pool.
But yeah, I don't want to take care of the pool.
That's one thing when I go to houses and inspect, it's like, when's the last time people were in this pool? It's like you spend all this money on chemicals, electricity, and everything, and they're never in it.
It's true. And I'm like, we moved here from Massachusetts, and I was like, I want a house with a pool. But I also wanted a community with pool. I wanted both. Because why not? Just in case. Anyways, but so I ended up moving into a house for 2 months when I moved here, and we got an Airbnb home right by the beach, right near, do you know where Ocean Trace Road is or Drive or something on the island where Oasis is right there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you were turning towards Oasis, I lived in one of those houses right there. Towards the beach.
Development? Walking
towards the beach. It wasn't even development. It's that street, Ocean Trace.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Has houses on it. So I was in one of those ones, had its own pool. And like at first we're like, oh, this is so great. Every single day we're in the pool, but we're there for 2 months. Month number 2, we're in the pool once a week. And I was like, you better hurry up and get in the pool, you kids. So we just bought this house that has no pool. Take advantage of this pool while we have it because we've been moving to this house that has no pool. And then my friend similarly has a pool and rarely cleans it. But then she's got a family of 4 and she's the only one that cleans it. Or she's got the 2 kids. They don't want to clean it.
That's a lot of maintenance.
I'm like, dude, I don't want to clean a pool. And then they just, what they do? They drop a butt ton of shock into it. Just like, let's just pour a ton of chemicals and then that'll get rid of all the mildew. I'm like, or clean it. Just actually clean it instead of just pouring a ton of chemicals. Because now I'm going to go in that pool with a ton of
Mm-hmm.
Great. It's going to purify all this mildew. What's it going to do to my skin? My beautiful glowy skin. Oh, snap. Anyways, where's your favorite fishing spot? That's my last question for you.
Walter Boardman.
Walter
Boardman is over by Highbridge and Walter Boardman. You probably don't know where it is, but Ormond Beach. Yeah, there's a little place there you can crab. I catch all kind of fish.
Okay.
I throw the cast net, I throw the fishing rod. Always catch something.
Fun.
Crabs. I like the crab from Maryland originally.
Yes.
So the blue crab, if you don't know it, from Maryland is a delicacy.
I love the soft crab, the soft shell crabs,
soft shell crabs
with like the batter on it or something, whatever. Are you supposed to eat the whole thing? Because I kind of eat the whole thing.
Yeah, when they're soft like that. Whether you clean them, of course, you clean all the guts and everything out of them. But yeah, that's how you eat it, just like that.
Yep. My sister lived in Baltimore for a few years, and just last year she moved to Pennsylvania, but she like moved back to Pennsylvania. But she lived in Baltimore for a few years, and I went out there once or twice and had to have the soft shell crab because I knew that was like a local. There's a lot of Baltimore folk around here. There's like a whole Maryland group. You should join the Maryland group. That would be a good avenue for you.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
I didn't know there was one.
Don't let them steal all your energies.
Gosh, I'm basically a Floridian. I've been here since I was 13.
Yeah.
So I grew up here. I barely remember snow. I didn't have to deal with snow as an adult. I didn't have to shovel snow.
Oh my God. I went hiking the Pikes Peak in Colorado in July and had to traverse across some snow in the middle of the day. Just a few months. It was crazy. But it was very nice to have you on the show.
Well, thank
you so much.
Me.
I'm going to have you on my podcast. That'll be separate. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.